Right, roll with it. Let's go. Let's get it on. Get the photos out. Multiple emails just into our Third Phase of Moon Gmail account of these photographs we're looking at right now all together, and this is coming from multiple sources. It's making the internet right now, and it's going to be breaking news tomorrow when everybody wakes up. So we got to get it out. We got to get it out right now. Brent is here. He's loading me the photos. We're getting close-ups of what looks to be, as the source is describing, an explosion, a TR-3B explosion over Area 51. Well, okay. We get a lot of incredible emails from around the world and major statements from alien abductions to people that have worked at Area 51. Let me tell you, this is compelling. That's why we're going to share this. We're taking some risks because we cannot locate the source at all. We're just getting multiple emails of these photographs. We're enhancing these. Right away, I'm not seeing any Photoshop of any kind. So this is, number one, a good thing to look for. Let's look at this. All right, so we're getting a closer look at what is being described as some kind of possible attack over Area 51 on the TR-3B. What's the source coming in, Brent?
Blake, I've been searching the net, and it seems like everybody puts up posts about this, and then it just gets taken off. And that's really strange. Everybody out there, if you get your hands on this, it needs to be shared. This is very, very intriguing information right now. And look at this. This photo is impressive. It has detail. This thing, it looks like it's showing its bottom part of its TR-3B structure.
Blake Cousins, Third Phase Moon, you're looking at photos submitted by Ed. He's been off the grid for about a year now. We're looking at video. Where has Ed been? That's a big question, but what is the big question is, take a look at this footage. Are we looking at a classic flying saucer? Man, this is incredible. Ed's been off the grid, like I said, and he reached out early this morning on our Gmail, and I woke up and I'm like, Ed's back. I opened up the archives, opened up the photos, and what are we looking at right now? If you ask me, when my first reaction to it was, oh my God. This could be the best footage ever, or it could be, look at this, it just took off. We're slowing down, enhancing the footage. Let's put some brightness contrast in there. When Ed talks, we listen, and again, we're leaving it up to the people to decide. He's quite controversial, a famous abductee on the channel. We haven't heard from him for over a year, but look at the footage. Brent.
In Focus UFOs is back, and this is In Focus. We're looking at a craft that seems to be quite large. Is he walking? Is he driving? What's the whole story behind
Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins here. Let's take a look at this. Nicholas just submitted this, and it's coordinates to Google Mars. Take a look at this. We're on the surface here, and what are we looking at? This black, smoky trail off this bright, glowing object. This is definitely an anomaly going on here. Nicholas says it could be some kind of tower. Is this a tower? It definitely looks more like something just crash landed on the surface of Mars. Also, up here on the bottom right-hand corner, there's something very similar to this. This is kind of weird, this kind of blurry image, but definitely some kind of shadow going on over there as well. But this really stands out. What are we looking at? Is this some kind of UFO crash? I'd like NASA to explain what is going on, because it definitely looks out of the ordinary on the surface of planet Mars here. Look at this. Look at, as we rotate the image, it gives some kind of perspective of whatever this is, and it definitely is a mystery going on planet Mars. I like it when People have their eyes on Google Maps, Google Earth, Google Mars, Google Moon. There's so much evidence out there that still has not yet been scrubbed. So the original coordinates will be provided below in the description so you guys could do your own research in regards to this weird phenomenon going on the surface. We have two anomalies. What they are, that's what we want to find out. That's why we're reaching out to you, the public. Leave your comments below on what you think this is. There's a mysterious object doing crazy loops around our solar system. Is it Planet 9? Is it Planet Nibiru? No, it's Niku. And Michael Bannister, an astronomer at Queen's University in Belfast, tweeted on Monday, "I hope everyone has buckled their seatbelts because the outer solar system just got a lot weirder, I would have to say." So this Niku, this celestial object, the Chinese call it rebellious. That's what Niku means in Chinese. They said that this object is going against all theories of gravity. Objects don't move within the plane of our solar system or spin in the opposite direction. Otherwise, they must have been shoved off course by something else or tugged by gravity from another planet. Well, how about this? It's too small to be a planet and too big to be a comet. It almost seems that this is under some kind of intelligent control. It suggests that there's something more going on in the outer solar system than we're fully aware of, Matthew Holloman states. From the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, part of a team that discovered Niku, he says that whatever Niku is, it's hanging around with the wrong crowd. You know, what is this Niku? This is interesting information coming in. And remember, there is a Planet 9 out there. And some people are saying this is Planet X. But right now, all eyes are on Niku, whatever's orbiting our solar system at this bizarre angle, a plane tilted at 110 degrees to the flat plane of the solar system. So this is quite bizarre. It's quite interesting what's coming in. I just wanted to share this with you from the Caltech. Appreciate their work, but they are still hiding what I believe is something altogether more out of this world, something extraterrestrial, something intelligent is out there doing loops in our solar system, and we can't explain it, people. NASA can't explain it. Millwood Drive, 245 off the highway, California. What we're looking at is incredible footage just into third phase of moon. We're going to go over it right now. Take a look at this. All right, so there is some audio that we had to mute due to the fact of a lot of profanity and some music going on in the background. So we have to mute the background, unfortunately. When you see UFO, keep the audio, and I could understand profanity, but keep the music down. We have to keep it on the level, so that's why we're not hearing the family's reaction to what we're looking at. Let's just take a closer look at this. All right, so right away, some people might say these are drones playing in the skies over California, and I would have to say possibly. But when you see this kind of action, there has to be some kind of other explanation than a typical drone, because drones this size would definitely knock each other out of the skies, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I've never seen any kind of drone activity like this ever right here at Third Phase of Moon, and trust me, I've seen a lot of videos of drones. This is why we're sharing it right now, right here at Third Phase of Moon, because what the family's captured off the 245 is something that we've never seen before. Look at this. All right, they just merged into one. Drones don't do that. They don't interlock and separate as what we're witnessing right now. The family's statement was that they pulled off the side of the road. They were driving, they saw this strange light, and they managed to capture this. We have reference points. There's a telephone pole, there's a tree. We're getting some kind of size on what these objects are. Definitely not military helicopters. No Black Hawk mission going on over there, in my opinion.
I think that
there's two of them.
Ships up there created that that situation, and I was very happy to have captured it. And I'm anxious to know what you folks and the folks around the world might have to say about that.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. This is a incredible video and stills coming in. We're going to be sharing it with the world right now. Don't worry about that. And I want to thank you again for joining us. When we're slowing and zooming in on this video, you're talking about the craft, and then there's something that morphs out of it. Then all of a sudden, there's like two objects within the vortex. Did you see that with your naked eye, or?
The one object flying around in the middle of it, and then it turned into two. I definitely did see that, and it's very evident on the video as well. And so,
yeah,
I cannot explain that exactly, other than perhaps there was a ship that let out some sort of pod, or perhaps the other ship had been obscured. Maybe they were flying in tandem and then they began to separate. But there are definitely two objects flying erratically around in the middle of that phenomenon, or whatever it was.
So the video just stops. What happened? Did you just stop recording? What happened after this phenomenon that you captured?
Well, my battery went dead, and I do have a backup battery for the camera, which I always carry. But by the time, it took me about 30, 45 seconds to change the battery. And by the time I did put the new battery back in, there was really nothing to be seen up there anymore. The whole phenomenon had just evaporated.
Gotcha,
Now,
gotcha.
I did take my eyes off of the sky for a second.
Sure.
And as I placed the next battery in the camera, and so I cannot tell you what had happened when the phenomenon dissipated. All I can say is by the time I turned on the camera, there was nothing left to see up there. So I also have a couple of minutes of footage. I did shoot the same location, hoping for a return of the phenomenon, but nothing did happen after that.
Opinion of what we're seeing here. So leave your comments below, everybody. Now let's get to the next incredible submission right here at Third Phase. Let's get to it. All right, let's take a look at this incredible photograph from Romania, captured this morning, 7:14 a.m. from Ovidiu. What was captured over the meadows early this morning is beyond me. It looks like a starcraft, in my opinion. If you look closely, whatever this object is, it looks quite large. You can see behind the power lines. This gives scale, dimension, and size to whatever this craft is. And it looks quite large, and it looks amazing to me. Romania is a hotspot for UFOs. We don't get to see too much evidence out of there, maybe because of the language barrier, but we're reaching out to you from America, Romania. If you're capturing these UFOs over the skies, we want to see it. We want to see it right here at Third Phase Moon. Look at this photograph. It is very detailed. Some people are saying that this is some kind of reflection off a glass through their car, and they're reflecting something off of it. But when you bring in the power lines and the image or whatever this craft is behind the power lines, this means it is there behind the power lines, not within any kind of cabin. This was taken outdoors, people. What we're looking at is a genuine photograph. I've looked at it closely. I don't see any Photoshop of any kind. Whatever is happening over Romania, this is incredible evidence. You got to share it with your friends, because this is big. This is real big, and I got to appreciate everybody from around the world that submits their incredible videos and photographs to us. This is an amazing photograph all the way from Romania. Heads up, Romania, there's something going on over your skies, and if you captured anything amazing out there, send it to us at Third Phase of Moon right here. We'll share it to the world.